So many of you know this is not a channel about conspiracy theories. Now, that's not to say I don't believe one or two of them, but I don't come online here and try to sell that to you. But I do want to share something that does borderline on, well, I'll admit it, it's a conspiracy theory, but it actually makes a little bit of sense. So just bear with me. You know, one thing about growing up in the inner city, I was born, raised Bronx, New York, and Brooklyn, New York. Okay? Now for you folks, you might understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? If you grew up in an inner city or a hood somewhere, there's these instincts that you just automatically get. You just get it, and it's part of you for the rest of your life. You get this Spider-Man senses. You get the... You perceive bullshit. You perceive when you're being conned. You perceive a bad person. You know, I can talk to somebody new, and within 4 or 5 sentences out of that person's mouth, I already know their quality. I already know what kind of person they are, whether they're worthy of being around me. You know what I'm talking about if you were raised in the city. Therefore, when you hear stuff on television, you have that same perception, right? Now, I'm going to glaze or try to glaze over naming countries because YouTube algorithms, if the government says, hey, we don't want people talking about this country, or this country, or that politician, or that politician, or that politician, the YouTube algorithms can pick up it can hear what I'm saying and shadow ban me, which I'm already shadow banned. We already know most of my videos only get a matter of 400, 500 views, where they used to get a few thousand views. So here's my theory, okay? But first, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps my channel. Also, to fool those algorithms, if you like my content, give me a thumbs up, and always leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what I'm about to tell you, if it makes any sense. I'll try to respond, okay? So, when Uncle Ben, we'll just call him Uncle Ben, old Uncle Ben, took over the White House. Before then, remember, he threatened another country to get rid of a prosecutor. You fire that prosecutor, or you're not going to get this $6 billion, or whatever the monetary amount was. Remember that? You fire the prosecutor, or you're not getting my $6 billion. So happened was that prosecutor was investigating his son, the drug addict, for illegal dealings there. This prosecutor was investigating his son and about to bring him up on charges. Therefore, Uncle Ben, the old man in the White House, threatened, nobody's going to investigate my son. You need to fire that guy, or you're not getting my $6 billion. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what country I'm talking about. All right, forward a year or two, Uncle Ben gets into the White House. And what a coincidence. I don't believe in, sometimes coincidences are, you know, I just don't believe them sometimes. Okay? All of a sudden, like someone turned on a light switch, a war happens between Russia and that country. And Lord and behold, that country needs help, financial help. It's to fight the war, they say. We're going to lose everything, we're going to lose our entire nation if you don't help. They're going to take over the entire region, the UK, Greece, Spain, Poland, you name it, they're going to take it over, they're going to spread. So you better help. We're here to fight your proxy war. We're going to do it for you, but all you need to do is give us all the tanks and the bombers and the missiles and the anti-defense weapons and all the jets, and of course money. And we'll do it for you. So what does Uncle Ben do? Immediately gives them money. And I think to date, I don't know the exact amount, so excuse me if my figures are incorrect. It's somewhere in the area of $91 billion just from the United States. I hate saying that. Just from the taxpayers. Okay? The other countries that are supposedly going to be taken over appear, in my opinion, not to be even afraid of this situation, because they're not donating nothing. Okay, my point. What if, now that Uncle Ben is in office, that country and Zelensky, President Zelensky, is blackmailing Uncle Ben? And only really a portion of the money's allocated to fight the war, and the rest is to enrich him and his cronies in that country. I'm talking President Zelensky. So what if our president here, Uncle Ben, is being actually blackmailed about all the misdealings he has done over in that country? Oh, I know what a lot of the naysayers are going to say. Oh, that's $91 billion. That's way too much money. Uncle Ben would never give away, our country would never give away that kind of money. No, our country and Uncle Ben is not giving it away. They're taking it from you, allegedly. Taking it from the taxpayers and giving it to them. And then when taxes are needed to do projects around us, the roads, the railways, the bridges, whatever needs to be done, potholes in the road, we don't have enough, gonna have to raise taxes again. Well, where'd that money go? It went to, illegals, it went to, stuff, helping people out. I'm just saying, what if? Again, I have no proof of this, but again, my inner senses tell me there's something fishy. Once or twice a year, Zelensky comes to Washington. Lord and behold, before he even goes to the airport to go back to his own country, they're reporting in the news, oh, we agree to give him more money. I'm wondering what he needs money for to fight a war. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid. Because if we're giving him jets, bombers, anti-missile stuff, missiles, you name it, we're giving him all that, what does he need money for? Well, over tax, he needs to buy food. Well, hold on a second. Why couldn't we just give him $91 billion worth of food? It's safer. The arrival of food would be more secure if the Americans gave it to him directly, rather than taking that $91 billion, going outside of his border, because that's where he would have to go to get the food, right? Having it delivered by those various countries independently. Wouldn't it be more secure if we just deliver? So what is the money for, really? What does Zelensky need the money for? And as far as the other countries not contributing or not contributing nearly as much as we are, if the threat of this communist is growing, you would think they would be afraid. Something tells me, again, they see a bullshit too. They see a clump of horse dung, and they're not believing it either. And that's why they're not putting in their fair share. They're putting in enough to say, oh, we're helping out. Yeah. Leave us alone. We don't want to be bothered by you. So there's my theory. Again, no proof, absolutely no proof, but it's just a feeling I get, an intuition. This is just way going on too long. And I got a feeling there's more dealings behind the scenes, because after the war is finished, we're going to send over our American contractors to rebuild the country. the same contractors who get awarded all the big international contracts. So anyway, let me let you go. Oh, by the way, I wanted to report something. I just heard it in the news, and it's funny because when you hear a news report, sometimes when two news reports are back to back, they sometimes have something to do with each other. Case in point, just heard a news clipping that more migrants have crossed the border this year. It's something like 2.3 million have crossed the border this year, and they ended that segment with, and the year's not even over yet. 2.3 million, and then the very next breath, and Phoenix is issuing state IDs to all homeless people. Food for thought. Take care.